Strategy to find the sum of natural numbers. Question is, find the sum of single digit natural numbers. I'm Anil Kumar and I'll try to explain you different ways we can add these numbers. Well, the question looks complicated. It says, find the sum of single digit natural numbers. Well, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. They do not include 0, okay? Single digit means 1 to 9. So as we go to 10, 11, 12, they become double digit numbers. So what we need to do here is find the sum of single digit natural numbers. That means we have to add these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we have to add them all and write down our result. Okay. Looks tedious but not difficult, correct? So we can add them all and get our answer. That's one way of doing it. Well, this question can really become difficult if I say find the sum of first 100 numbers. Well, we'll run out of space writing those 100 numbers and counting them, right? So let's figure out some other ways of adding these numbers. So we'll discuss a couple of ways in which this addition can be done. Now, one way is this, straight away, you can add and get the answer. Well, while you do this, let me explore alternate method. And this time what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to add it 2 times. Wow, that's going to be difficult and more tedious. Let's see, sometimes it makes things simpler, right? So what I'm trying to do here, let me write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, not 10, right? So only single digit numbers. So when we say single digit natural numbers, we really mean 1 to 9. Okay. So let me add them 2 times. When we are doing the addition once, let it do 2 times. Does it help? Let's see. But this time what I will do is, I'll write them in the reverse order. That is, I'll write 9, 8, 7. Let's go backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm adding these numbers 2 times. Of course, when I add them 2 times, my sum is going to be twice, right? I have to half it, correct, to get the right answer. Now when I add 1 and 9, I get number 10. When I add 2 and 8, I get number 10. 3 and 7, 10. 6 and 4, 10. 5 and 5, 10. 6, 4, 10. 7, 3, 10. 8, 2, 10. 9, 1 is also 10. Well, that's great. Now, that's simple, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means this total should be 90, right? So let me write this as total as 90. 9 times 10. Good job. So we could also say this is 9 times 10, which is 90, right? But since we added them 2 times, right? So I have to divide by half, right? I should say divide by 2, correct? So I say sum is equals to 90 divided by 2, and half of 90 is 45. Well, by the way, you must have got the same answer here also. So let me write 45 for you now, right? So you got the same answer? If not, you have to do it again, okay? So I added them twice and found, interesting fact, that we got tens for each case. Wow. And so there were 9 tens, that means 90. And since I added twice, I should half them. So half of 90 is 45, and therefore sum of these 9 numbers is actually 45. Well, that's interesting. There's another way of doing it, and that is, I'm not going to add them now 2 times, right? Let me just do it once. We are supposed to add them 1 time. So let me write them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So there are 9 numbers. So what we notice is that we added 9 and 1 and got 10. So why should I write it twice? Correct? Let me just add 9 and 1. Okay. So when I add 1 and 9, right, what do I get? We have to add them only once. So let's add them once. We get 9 and 1 as 10. Good. Now we will add 2 and 8, right? So when we add 2 and 8, what do we get? 2 and 8 is again 10. Fine. Then let's add 3 and 7. So 3 and 7 is what? Well, that is 3 plus 7 is 10. Oh, good. How about 4 and 6? 4 and 6 is also 10. Okay, we're left with 5 there. So we have 4 tens and a 5, and 4 tens and a 5 is indeed 45, correct? Is also 45. So we get the same answer. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 1 5, right? So it becomes 45. So this is another way of adding these 10 numbers, and we get the same answer, right? Don't you think it's very interesting? It is. Okay, so could you find some other ways of adding these 9 numbers so that we get the answer 45 easily? Well, one way could be, we can find average, right? What we notice is 1 plus 9 is 10 and half of 10 is 5. Half of 10 is 5, okay? 2 plus 8 is 10 and half of 10 is 5, correct? So there are 9 numbers and we are dealing with 5s as the average, right? So the concept here is that we'll say average is what? We say average. So average actually is also called mean value, right? Mean value is kind of add all the numbers, divide by 2, right? Well, the question was only to add them once, but okay. Add all of them, divide by 2 gives us the average. But when we are talking about natural numbers, we also see if we add first and last, right, and divide by 2, we get the average number, right? Okay, so adding first and last and dividing by 2 gives us the average. And if I multiply that average by number of numbers, we get the answer. 5 times 9 is 45. Wow. So what we can do is find the average. That means we add first term, right? First number plus last number, right? This is what we did. Added first and last, and then divide this by 2. So if I divide this by 2, I get 5, and then multiply everything by number of numbers, right? So we write with number of numbers, which I'm putting with this hash. So we have 9 numbers here, right? Okay, so first and last is 1 plus 9. So we get 1 plus 9 divided by 2 times 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 5 times 9 is 45, correct? So we get the same answer, 45. Wow. So that also gave us the same answer. So well, I think you discovered with this a lot of ways of adding natural numbers. Well, now you can actually try adding first 100 numbers, right? So try it out and then explore more. Find new methods of adding numbers. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you and all the best.